Hey there. So today the moon continues in Aries, and we have the energy of action, needing to move on things, as well as taking risks and finding courage. And then the moon shifts into Taurus, where we have more of a grounded vibe, seeking stability, seeking comfort, right? Seeking where we belong and what feels true and right, connecting with our values, connecting with where we belong and who we really are. So as we watch for that shift today, the moon will also be passing through a T square to Mars and Pluto. Mars and Pluto just had their second of three oppositions last week. And so the moon activates those Mars Pluto energies just as it shifts from Aries into Taurus. So some potential for something to erupt there, for some volatility or destabilization, just before we go into the Taurus moon energy, where we reground, recenter, figure out, and remember who we are and where we belong. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Tuesday, January 7th. And we are continuing through this time of shift and change, of letting go of old ways of being. Just a reminder that we have Saturn and Neptune continuing in Pisces, helping us to dissolve old realities. I guess that's one way to look at it. And so, in the process of going through this dissolution, this dissolving, we want to be thinking about what are we going to, right? And so that's going to be really important as we go through a letting go process. So Saturn and Neptune, especially Neptune, have been in Pisces for quite a while. Neptune since 2011. So we've got, and both will be going into Aries later this year. So as we're heading toward that shift of these outer planets into Aries, Saturn and Neptune both going into Aries later this spring, and then through the summer, and then we'll be retrograding back into Pisces. Uh, but with this energy, there is a need to let go. There is a need to allow, right? Allow things that are breaking down to break down, but that doesn't mean giving up, right? They're different things. So what we do need to do at this time is get clear within ourselves about who we are, what's most important to us, what we believe, what we value, what our spiritual truth and bigger picture principles are, what do we care about, what brings meaning to our lives. So that's going on in the background here, is that there is a need in the background, right? So the moon is the mood of the day, reminding us sort of on a daily basis to shift and change with the mood, but we have this background energy going on of letting go, of realizing some of the things that we don't have control over anymore, or that won't be the same as we thought they would be. But within that, there is also this invitation to connect with what we care about, what's important to us, what brings meaning to our lives. And this opportunity to get clear on a more heart-centered, spiritual level is going to really serve us later in the year when Saturn and Neptune go into Aries. Jupiter will go from Gemini into Cancer. Uranus will go from Taurus into Gemini. So all of these shifts are coming. This is not what it's going to look like forever. So it's important to remember that time is a process. Things unfold. These astrological cycles remind us that all things change, right, in time. And our human invitation is to be who we are and to make the most of what we can out of what we have in this moment. So, where are you in your life, in your present moment? What is important to you? What gives meaning to your life? What do you care about? And how can you center that for yourself and organize yourself around that going forward? Doesn't have to be hard, doesn't have to be painful. Somebody commented yesterday on my video that it was really helpful to hear that the actions we take can be recharging. They don't have to be draining, right? So I think that's really important. And keeping our life force energy alive is like kindling this little flame that we have. So it's really important, because if we drain our life force energy and can't keep the flame alive, that's when things really uh, fall apart, right? So there's a lot of creativity in this moment, and it's hard to feel that creative energy when you just feel things dissolving, things falling out of control, things falling apart. But remember that there's also seeds being planted right now about what kind of future we are capable of creating. And so this doesn't have to be hard. It's as simple as connecting with the people you love and care about, working on your creative work, supporting yourself to do what brings joy into your life, giving yourself the self-care so that you can enjoy life, showing up for the people you love, being your best self for them. These are the kinds of things that when we do them now, we are planting these seeds to say, this is what I value. This is what I care about. This is what I live my life and do hard things for, right? So take a deep breath, recognize that things are changing. You might feel some of this destabilization, instability, but recognize that also within this is profound creative power. And to tap into that creative power, you have to know what you want to create. So it doesn't mean that you get to have exactly what you want, but what it does mean is that you are aligning yourself, grounding within yourself in terms of what's important to you. And then as the moon shifts into Taurus, so that will happen at, give me a second here, 2:10 p.m. Pacific time on Tuesday, January 7th. The moon shifts into Taurus, so right around that time, again, we have the moon going through that final degree of Aries, activating the Mars-Pluto opposition. There could be some shakeup, some unexpected developments showing up. And then after the moon goes into Taurus, there's a need to reground, stabilize, find your place of comfort and belonging, which could have to do with just simply remembering what you value, what brings joy and love into your life, what you care about, and connect with those things. And in Taurus, with the Taurus moon, really put some focus there, right? Put some focus on what you value, what you're grateful for, what the gifts are that you have in your life, and how you can put more energy into those things and into yourself so that you can show up more for those things. So the self-care that you do allows you to be who you need to be for yourself, for the people you love, for the people you care about, for the things you cherish and value about life and the world. And it just grows from there. So hopefully that is some helpful thoughts for you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Marina Orms. If you'd like a personal reading to get more insight on where this Mars retrograde energy is in your chart, how it's activating, and what you're thinking about and needing to organize around to leverage your next moves that will be coming later this year, check it out. I have a special offer right now for a Mars retrograde focused reading. So check that out. And I'm Marina Orms. You can learn more about me and that reading at astrologyheals.com. It's also in the description for this video. Thanks for being here and for subscribing. I so appreciate you, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.